Okay. So I'm going to start with him. So when I say I touch in with their energy, sometimes I see them, sometimes I feel them over me, sometimes I'm hearing them, other times it's mental. Him and your father are not related, but they're two totally different ends of the world.
Yeah.
Two totally, like, they cannot be more different. So for whatever reason, I can feel your father here already, but he's letting your grandfather go first.
Okay.
Right? Which sometimes that's because that person just wants to say their 2 cents and keep moving. Or that person is trying to fix something that they kind of really big time messed up.
I'm
Okay?
probably gonna cry the whole time.
Well, that's what tissues are for. So with this grandfather, like I said, I feel this like cancerous condition. He's not 100% innocent. Do you know what I'm saying? This is not like grandpa. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is somebody that could be a little rough and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's not out of ill will. It's not out of having a bad heart. So the reason why I feel him around you right now is he's talking about wherever you are right now, whatever position that you're in. This is like where you're living, working. You're not in the right spot. You're kind of like, there used to be a game called Perfection, where you put the circle in the circle,
Yeah.
the square in there. He's like, you're not in the right spot. So whatever you've had going on, this is at least 2 years. He's like saying 2 years of just hell, right? Because he's throwing a bunch of flames up.
Yeah.
But he's very dramatic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He can't just say to me the words. He has to
Yeah.
be all like this. But he's saying to you, it's coming up right around the corner. He's like, really just give it to like February, March. For like, you're really going to be like in a whole different area, or this is not the right place for you. It's kind of like you're in a room full of smokers and you have asthma.
Yeah.
So it's with you, he's like, you can't breathe anymore. So he's just saying this year that we're in, 2017, you started the year off really praying, let this be the year, like, please. You know what I mean? Let me get the changes. And now that we're at the end, you're thinking, oh, 2018 has more crap coming for me.
Yeah.
Like, this is never going to end. But he's like, no, like, just relax. You tend to tolerate way too much. You know what I mean? Like, you take a lot of garbage from a lot of people. Because he's laughing in a way because he's saying that that's similar to, like, me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm tough, right? But I've had to learn how to be tough and firm. Because when I was just tough, people find the back door.
Yeah.
And they stab you all over. So what's the point of being tough? When you're strong and firm, you don't have to be tough. So he's saying whatever this changes February into March, he's honestly looking at you and just saying, like, say goodbye to everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, just make a clear break. Are you 22 or 23?
No.
How old are you?
26.
Okay. Well, I don't know what you had going on 3-4 years ago, right? But he's saying, like, this is you cutting all the baggage away. Because you fixed so many things. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've really worked hard.
Yeah.
You know, if he goes back with you 4 or 5 years ago, he's like, you were a little rough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really know what your angle is. Like, what direction you're going. Are you going positive or negative? But he's like, you fixed it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you deserve a break now. So we can leave whatever happened before, like, in the past. I'm just asking him if he has a message for your mother, but he's like, he knows how your mother is. She has to be
would love
directly,
that. Yeah.
but she has to be directly, like, in front of me.
Yeah.
And he is kind of putting his hands over your mother's hands, so I don't know if she does something with her hands or she's having an issue with her hands. Do you know what I mean? He's just saying, like, that he's trying to, like, work on some healing.
Yeah.
Does she literally work with her hands, or she's having, like, some stiffness with her
She's
hands?
a waitress as well, so she's tore up all over.
Okay. Because he's just talking about, like, he's kind of got his hands on her.
Yeah.
I don't know how long ago he passed because he's not making it seem like it's that long time ago. It can be, but in his mind, he's still current and up to date on what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So if you can, and your mother can hear that part in the recording.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah, it
saying
was
to
a
let
while
her know,
back.
like, he didn't just let her go.
Yeah.
Even if she kind of felt that way. And out of the two of them, did your father have, like, either lighter colored eyes or there's something softer about his face?
My grandfather was kind of like a dark and handsome, but my father
More
was
light.
Native American. So
Okay.
he almost had darker features as well. I'm not positive about his eyes though.
Hold on one second. Well, what I see with your father is somehow with his passing, I can't really pick up on his age because he's making me feel like, you know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't see wrinkles or anything on him. And when I ask him how he's passed, he makes me feel like it's either by accident or something just like ruptures or pops. Do you know
Heart
how he
attack.
passed away?
Yeah. Heart
Okay.
attack.
But he's just showing it's almost like I'm here and then
Mhm.
something just pops. So there's not a lot of downtime with him where he's like in all this pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He's just making it look like it's a quick pop like that. But how long ago was that? Because he doesn't feel like it's that long ago.
Like 10 years.
I definitely wouldn't have guessed that because he makes himself feel like
Yeah.
it's been like a year or two ago. And it's funny when you said he was that he's Native American. Somehow he's kind of like punching himself, saying he really didn't pay attention. He should have like gotten more involved.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he should have learned more and
Yeah.
kind of like nurtured it more.
Mhm.
But he's kind of like not the great kid in the family. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he's kind of like either like a little bit of a rebel at some point, or it's just hard for people to understand him in his family, so he
Mhm.
doesn't really fit in.
Yeah.
Hold on one second. Okay, so somehow before this, that happens to him. He's saying he had a feeling before that. So either a year or two before he passed, there's either some extra pressure or something going on. So it's a surprise that it happens
Mhm.
to that extreme, you know, that he's not here.
Yeah.
But he's just showing like he had a feeling before that something wasn't right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that he was a little bit off. But you still have like pictures of him or something
yeah.
that looks. But you have something that almost looks like it could be hung, either like an ornament or something that like you could hold in your hand that's his.
Yeah.
But it's not bigger than a ball. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah.
like a piece of furniture and it's not like a piece of jewelry. Well, it could be. But it would have to be something like a little bit bigger that you can hold in your hand.
Yeah. I mean, I have a few things. I have right now because I just moved. I have his like worker's hat.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think he's referring to something else though, because he makes me feel like either his face is on it or his writing is on it.
Oh yeah, I have letters.
Okay. But this one, something about the shape, either part of the letter is round or something has a heart, something like that.
Yeah, it's a drawing.
Okay. But you don't have kids.
No.
Have you thought about writing off kids? Because he's like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
He's just like, have you lost your mind? Like you've written it off and you're what, 26?
Yeah.
He's like, no. Now this is going to sound really odd. But every person, we're born here and we have some things in our script, we just come here not remembering it. But what your father is saying, he's throwing like, you know, one of those, the magic 8-ball,
Yeah.
the shaker things. And he's saying that your number is actually 28. So that's, you know what I mean? Like your child time and,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, so he's just saying like, calm down for a minute.
Yeah.
Like you, don't know how, well, I'm going to go with what he's saying. But he's saying he kind of knows more about your emotional side more than your mother does. Do you know what I mean? Like he's saying like he knows that you're like a softie and like a little baby and your mother sometimes treats you like you will take care of this, but that's just because that's how she has to be. She needs everything. You know what I mean? Let's
Yeah.
go, let's go. We have no time to waste by being upset.
Yeah.
But he's just saying like you're crazy. You cannot write that off. You're 26. Your number is actually 28. So let's breathe for a second. And did you ever date somebody that smoked? Or are you dating somebody now that smokes?
No.
Are you not dating now?
I'm not dating right now.
Okay. Well, he's showing me a not so good impression of somebody that you would have dated. So I thought that the person either smoked, but I can see like a little bit more height than yours, maybe
Yeah.
around like 6'2".
Oh, like smoked weed, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't like the abrasiveness there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm a little bit nasty.
Yeah.
But what's so odd about him is that other people never saw it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this would be somebody that people would say, oh no, they seem all right. But behind closed doors, this person kind of would sometimes act differently.
Yeah.
Or just not the nicest to you. You know what I mean? The best way I can say it is whoever that person was, your father is just saying to let, I feel like you've already fully let it go. But your father's like, there's not going to be a repeat of a person like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because when I said about, being abrasive, whatever, your father just kind of corrected me and he said it's more the dishonesty.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's more of like you can't tell the truth. Like, if you don't want to be involved, you should have just told me.
Yeah.
Instead of running around and like go screwing up. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
making me feel like I did something bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he just kind of brought it back to it's more of this dishonesty. Not necessarily as nasty, but your father's really saying the next relationship is not going to be like that. So there's not going to be a repeat of that. And, do you remember one of your grandmothers who passed would have been like, I don't know if she just lost a lot of weight before she passed, but before passing, she's much smaller. Or she's just a much smaller woman. To me, I feel like she passes away in bed.
My father's mother is deceased, but I haven't seen them, or I hadn't seen them in years, so I didn't get to see her before she passed, or.
Oh, okay. But your other grandmother's here.
Yeah.
Okay. But your other grandmother is a little bit heavier. The one that's here
Yeah.
now? Okay. Yeah, so not that one.
Okay.
Do you have pictures of the other grandmother?
No.
Okay. I would just then, well, I don't know who you can confirm it with, really. But this woman feels like a grandmother to me. Like I said, she feels like she passed away in bed. She's a little bit on the thinner side. And you might remember your father saying this later, but at some point, she was, definitely didn't have a lot. But one of those people that, even if I don't have a lot, I'm still going to try to help you out. Do you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
something with her house that's like an open door. Especially when it comes to taking care of people. Because with her, oh, okay, I got it. Even though you're here with me doing this reading, what she's saying is you do pick up on energy at home.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So you do feel that somebody's literally following you around.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So part of that energy is with her first. Because she's more of like a guardian angel. Your father's different story.
Yeah.
Your father's just there when he needs to be there.
Yeah.
He's somebody that's more on call. But a guardian angel is somebody that's like, I'm going to be here every single step of the way until you get through this process. So just the next time you feel it, just kind of, and you might have already tuned into this, because she feels definitely on the shorter side to me.
Yeah.
You know, maybe like 5'2" to 5'5". I mean, I'm 5'7", but to me that's still short.
Yeah.
Because when she's talking about you with family, like I said, 28, I see you with at least 2 kids because she's showing you with 2 girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's showing like pink around you. And there's nothing wrong with you physically that you can't have kids.
No.
Right? There's nothing wrong. So she's saying that if in the past you've been questioned or had an idea of, oh yeah, I'd like to, or I'd try, and nothing would happen, because you weren't around the right person.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? If it's, some things are fate. Doesn't matter. If you're with the wrong person, you're never going to get pregnant.
Yeah.
Right? And other things we can change. People can refuse. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing this. Okay. Well, then here, let's put you through all this.
Yeah.
But she's just saying, in her mind, for you, nothing is going to happen until it's the right person. But there's nothing wrong with you. And that even goes right down to you sometimes being like, feeling like this, you know what I mean? Like a
Yeah.
shortness of breath. She's like, that's not physical. That's you just kind of, so don't take it the wrong way, but she's saying sometimes you're kind of fighting yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I can hear her saying to you, calm down. wait till tomorrow, but your spirit itself is like, what if it doesn't?
Yeah.
What if none of this is going to happen? I'll never get. She's just there to try to calm you down. Now, where have you been thinking about relocating to?
Florida.
Okay. Whatever part it is, she's showing. Well, I see two things. Don't know much about Florida, I just know it's very long.
Yeah.
But at least part of the time might be more on the northern half. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I don't see you going all the way down. And what's odd about it is she's showing open hands. So it's like either somebody's welcoming you, you know what I mean? There's going to be some friendly help. And whoever the person is that's going to help you, like, they're so sincere.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? That, like, and I wouldn't say that everybody has always liked this person.
And she's nuts. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
your grandmother's like, everybody did not like this person. But for you, it's totally different. This
Yeah.
person is like open arms. Like, come on, I'll help you.
Yeah.
For whatever time you need. But what's odd is that then your grandmother's saying that's not necessarily your last stop either, though. Because you may be there and decide in a year or two, you know, see what North Carolina's like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Florida is not the, you have free choice, right? So here I am
Yeah.
sounding like, because I'm going along with her. Yeah, your father definitely had this influence of somebody telling him it's going to be A, then you're going to do B, then you're going to do C.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason with your father of why he's saying sometimes like he either didn't commit to something or wouldn't really have advice
Yeah.
because he didn't want to boss people around. Like, you will absolutely do this. Like, your father's energy is more of, well, what do you think
Yeah.
you should be doing? Like, how would that work? You know, he makes you think more.
Yeah.
So just touching back in with your father is talking about Florida. That's a couple of months, no more than a year there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But you have free choice. You can stay there. But he's just saying you'll have an opportunity, you know what I mean, in a
Yeah.
different state. But the other opportunity in a different state is not by yourself. And it's not with the person who has the open arms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the way he's showing it is that, like, you go down there, doesn't really take you long to, like, connect with the right, you know, person in
Yeah.
a nice relationship. And your father's saying you're going to be able to keep your wallet in your pocket. So somehow he's just saying in the past you might have been a little bit too quick to pay for the meal
Yeah.
or too generous. So your father's like, leave your wallet at home. This person is going to take care of it.
Yeah.
It's okay sometimes to do 50-50, but in the beginning, you should be a little bit of a brat and
Yeah.
be, like, spoiled a little bit. And also the other thing your father is saying is that you're going to get a different lesson on how you are in relationships because you don't look quiet to me, but your father's saying sometimes you get a little, okay, if that's the best idea, then we can go along with it. He's like, no. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's okay to say to somebody, like, you don't make every decision and say, no, I only want to go there. Like, you're not spoiled like that. But your father's saying that on the other side of it, though, you don't really speak up on what you do think. He's like, this person will need your opinion.
Yeah.
Do you think we should get pizza or Chinese tonight? So rather than you saying, well, whatever you like, make a decision.
Yeah.
Because he's saying that's going to serve you well. And did you start to go to school for something at one point, but
Yeah.
not finish?
Mm-hmm.
What were you starting?
Vet tech.
Okay. But you did almost a year of that?
It's online, so
Okay.
I kind of do it as I go.
Does it take a year and a half?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, because your father's pulling you out of the bar,
Yeah.
you know, environment, and he's saying you're almost finished, so whatever you started, he's saying it would take you maybe like another year
Yeah.
to finish. Once the noise is away from you, you'll get it done. You're the type of student, similar, because your father's comparing to me. I never really studied. I'll do crash course 10 hours
Yeah.
straight one day and won't do anything for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So your father's like, you're going to be able to do this easier when you don't have any interference.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean that anybody around you is trying to slow you down. It just means sometimes we need to uproot and go
Yeah.
get like a fresh start. But I could definitely see you going ahead and finishing it because he's not showing it as more than a year. And what's odd is that this man that he's talking about you meeting may, because now your father's showing me you with a horse. So either this person grew up with horses or had a horse, or did you have were you weren't around horses when you were young? But he's saying this person has like knowledge of horses.
Yeah.
But he's connecting it back to vet tech. So he's just talking about with you down the road. This is outside of dogs and cats.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's different. You know what I mean? It's more of, not that you're going to be living on a farm, of course.
Yeah.
But this is at some point you're going to have some contact with horses. It's odd. I've never picked up that one before. And do you remember you guys ever having like a rust-colored dog or a dog that kind of, he was a little bit long or like rusty?
Yeah.
What kind of dog was that?
A chow.
Oh,
Yeah.
so they are literally a rust color.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I saw the rust color when I went in and talked to Tina,
Yeah.
but I forgot about it. So your father's just reminded me, like, hey, don't forget the rust
Yeah.
dog. What was the dog's name?
Bear.
Somehow with that dog, I feel like he's showing he was a little bit shorted out of his time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
if he made it till 10, he feels like he should have been here, like, till 15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't feel like I had full mileage on him. So when I see him physically slowing down, it's not because of age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's something else going on with him. Yeah, there's something about the dog. He's connecting himself to my Rottweiler. My Rottweiler's the type of dog that'll come right up in your face,
Mhm.
put nose to nose, but will hardly ever give you a lick.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And there's something with Bear that, like, you know he's there.
Yeah.
You know, like, he'll help out, like, whenever there's something, but he's not going to go over the top.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so he's just saying, like, look, he's like my Rottweiler.
Yeah.
But definitely, like, a loving dog,
Mhm.
I just can't figure him out. How long ago did you have him?
I want to say like 5, 6.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so you were really little.
Yeah.
So something about him, I don't see him as being like a big face licker.
No, he was more of like a protector dog.
Okay,
Yeah.
so now I know why he's saying that, of like, I'm here, you know I'm here for you, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to come over here and lick you all over.
Yeah.
I definitely see you at some point having 2 dogs at once. Or 2 cats at once.
Yeah.
It could be, but there's definitely something that you're going to have. Well, you have, are the
I have
2
2
cats
now.
here yours?
Yeah.
So you would be taking them with you?
Yep.
But they're totally opposite in coloring?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. What's their colors? Which one has more of the white on it?
I have a black and white, and then I have a completely gray.
Which one has like more blue eyes?
My gray.
Okay. That one is so ready to go.
He's not.
The black and white one could be like doo doo doo
Yeah.
doo doo, but the gray one is like, let's go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I need to be like in a different
Yeah.
spot. So that one kind of thinks it's like a dog mentality, like that, of like, I got this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm watching the house. But the black and white one is just, you know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
all
it's
over
a
the
little
place.
lazy.
Now you work the bar, but you also have another job?
I have 2, but they're both bar
Okay.
tender jobs.
Which is the bar that has more of either like a, I don't see brick on the outside. I almost feel like it either looks like a painted gray or like a slate concrete
Yeah.
color. Is that which one is that?
Well, I work at the Holiday Inn, and then I
Okay.
work at SBC in Milford. So I'm not sure. SBC almost has some brick to it, but
Oh, okay. The
Yeah.
Holiday Inn where?
and Bridgeport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's technically gray.
Hold on one second. Your father's talking about the job where you feel like there's a female in charge. She looks maybe 5'2", 5'3" to me. That definitely isn't 100% doing her own job.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But she's running around telling everybody else, you know, what they need to
Yeah.
do. So it's kind of like knowing that somebody doesn't really have the work integrity that they're talking about.
Mhm.
So just the way your father's saying it, like in the next. Okay. So he wants you to whichever job that is. He's like, stop taking that all in, because it's kind of irritating you, but on a subconscious level.
Yeah.
So you might think, doesn't bother me. Like, I got too much stuff to do. But he's saying it is bothering you. And, like, I know you believe in this kind of stuff, but he's like, you have nothing set up in your bedroom to even, like, almost as a protection or a source of energy. You have zero there.
Yeah.
Meaning, like, crystals or stones or things like that.
No, nothing.
Do you know what I mean? He's like, well, he's saying you don't know, but you are absorbing way too much of other people's stuff.
Yeah.
Even if they don't bring it to you, just you walk through and you can already kind of feel like, oh, you know what I mean? Today's not going to be great. I don't know what happened today. I'm just going to ignore it. But he's saying that your body is not ignoring it. Do you know what I mean? Because I can feel either like stomach ache sometimes or a little bit of pain on the side, and you're just like, oh, it's from standing all day. And he's like, no, you're just taking it all in. So he's just suggesting, like, I know there's a really good shop I go to in West Haven called Curious Goods.
Mm-hmm.
It's right on Campbell Avenue. They have every kind of crystal, stone, whatever.
Yeah.
Just kind of go in, pick 2 or 3 type of things. Like, literally, he's just saying put something, like, under the head of your bed. You could either put it between the mattresses, put something on the side, hold it for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I have a bunch of crystals there. I hardly ever touch them.
Yeah.
But then when I'm leaving or I'm going to go do something, I'll just kind of pick. I couldn't tell you what the names are because I'm horrible at it. But I'll hold it and I'll be like, this is the right one for today. I don't have to know what it's going to do for me because I'll overthink it. And he's saying you'll do the same thing. You'll say, oh, I got something for protection. He's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Just say I have something to help me through today. See what I mean? Because if you start saying to protect me from what? Then you're going to start freaking out. All right? So protection is not protecting you from something bad. Protection is keeping out other people's energy that you don't need. So that's what he's talking about first. He's got to, like, get you through this whole sleeping thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much water you drink a day, but he makes me feel like you're dehydrated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he's like, you get these headaches, you're not taking in enough water. Okay? And no excuses, because he's telling me you're going to have an excuse and say, water makes you nauseous, so you don't feel good if you drink too much water. I'm only doing that because that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying with you, I'm like, oh, it's going to make me blah, blah, blah. So he's like, don't let you say it. So you start off, like, with myself, I make myself drink like 4 or 5 bottles of water a day.
Yeah.
When I get home, I take a glass this big and a smaller glass, and I sit it right by the TV, and I make myself drink it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're not seeing things as clearly as you should right now because you're not aware of what's going on. So it's first, take care of the water, take care of the sleep, but really I don't see you here long. And it's going to be much better for you than what you think. Because he's saying you're going down there with a shield, like, I got to go fight somewhere else now. He's like, you're not going to have to go fight anywhere. Like, it's time for you to actually enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
And you don't like the water? Like, you're not a big ocean, beach person?
I love the beach, yeah. I don't love being in the water.
Okay.
Like, water scares me a little bit, but...
Okay. Well, then he's saying then just stay with that. Don't really get, I don't really ever pick too much up on past life type stuff. But what's funny with your father is he's insisting he's been your father before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like in another lifetime, you had the same father. So every lifetime, we don't necessarily connect with the same people.
Yeah.
Or they might switch places. The person might be your father one lifetime and uncle another.
Yeah.
But he's saying he's been your father before because he does make me feel like there's a reason why you have a fear of the water. So either you have an accident in the water or like you almost drowned. I don't see anything bad happening to you in the water, but he's just saying that's past life stuff.
Yeah.
So he doesn't really want you jumping around in the water either because you'll tend to kind of go back there.
Yeah.
But I would definitely get the stones because he's also saying that when you sleep, when we sleep, you have an astral cord that connects us to like our higher self, right?
Yeah.
Our spirit self. And it travels at night. But he's saying because you're not grounded with anything, you're all over the place. So when you wake up, you feel like you just slept 10 minutes and like 8 hours went by.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you're physically like, oh, that's because literally your whole body has been all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's just saying, no, hold on. Just imagine you have this other part of yourself and it's out shopping, visiting people, whatever, and it connects back with you in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You're physically going to feel exhausted because another part of yourself traveled all night
Yeah.
and walked around all night. So he's just like, you getting sleep and rest is going to help you. But he's been around you more than what you're actually aware of. Do you know what I mean? Because he's like, you'll ask for him, or he'll already give you a sign, and then you're like, I guess I'll just let him rest.
Yeah.
He's like, rest for what? Like, you're his daughter. So you just gotta, I'm asking him now to kind of step it up a little bit and make the messages more clear. Because his type of message is like this. You'll be driving? We can think that's a breeze. So I'm just reminding him that us as women,
Yeah.
we need things a little more clear because we're not just going to be like, oh, that must be my father.
Yeah.
So I'm just mentally sending out to him, pick a number. Let her, like, at least, like, kind of see you in, like, peripheral vision.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Give you a scent or something that would remind you of him. Okay? Rather than what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
Because what he's been trying to do is, like, over your shoulder. That's great, but you don't really know it's been him.
Yeah.
Because you have him and then you have his mother. You know what I mean? That you don't even know, so how would you separate the two? So I just feel like within the next couple of weeks he's going to be more precise. And do you sleep in pink or purple?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, that was just odd. He pulled that out. He's like, pink and purple, pink and purple.
Yeah. I have two really ugly nightgowns that are pink and purple.
Well, you must wear them a lot because
I
he's
do.
definitely... Sorry, you said that, but he's
I'm like
like,
a
yeah,
nightgown
but they're
person.
a lot. I really wouldn't be surprised if within the week he makes things more clear to you, like in a dream,
Yeah.
or just that dream state energy. Do you know what I mean? Because remember I just said I'm telling him to be more clear, and then he shows me you sleeping with pink or purple.
Yeah.
So I know he's right there, but he has to give you the information more clear. Okay?
Yeah.
But he's definitely showing, like, I definitely see you leaving. You could leave a lot sooner, but he's like, you just want to get the holidays,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, out of the way, let the new year start. In January, you might question yourself, well, do I really need to go? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be before February or March, but I just felt like in February, March, you're definitely already there. Okay?
Yeah.
You have any questions?
Well, the reason I set this up was because I feel like my apartment is haunted. I don't know if you pick anything up on that but like I've noticed like some things moving around a little bit and
Well, you have one of your rooms has a weird shape like this when
Yeah.
you come in.
yeah.
Hold on one second. No, it's not haunted, but I'll just show you what he's showing me. Sorry, I've also been dealing with some crazy digestive issues. So, like, look, you come in. Is it your main door?
Yeah.
Okay. You come in your main door. There's energy that could be left in houses that's called an imprint.
Mhm.
So, when you came in this room, most people feel very relaxed when they come in here.
Yeah.
Only relaxing things happen here. Do you know what I mean? There's no chaos in here. But imagine if a lot of people had a fight in this room and bad things happen. The person's not there anymore, but their energy is. So when you first walk in, I'll see if I have any sage in my drawer. He's really saying when I look up more to the right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's just some leftover garbage up there that just has to be like swept out, but absolutely not nowhere else in your house.
Okay.
There's nothing like that with your apartment.
Okay.
Even with the other level.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying of it? Because first of all, your father would have taken care of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But his mother was really on point with this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? And it's unfortunate you can't confirm it, but she's really showing she would have made sure it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Even if you cleanse it with like incense, you can do that. Like sometimes, like you don't have. There's no magic stuff, right?
Yeah.
You can just have peaceful music playing to help clear energy. You can just, like, I'll burn sage maybe once a month or something, but I don't have a lot of activity going on here.
Yeah.
But I'll just walk through, burn it, and I'll just say, no, you know, only the highest and best is allowed in here. I don't walk around and go, no evil in here.
Yeah.
Because then you're just calling everything like, hey, she sees us.
Yeah.
So if you just walk around highest and best, but it's whatever, like I can see it right up into there.
Yeah.
He's like, that's really the only place. But remember, you're going to work at these 2 jobs and you're absorbing from other people.
Yeah.
So sometimes that can just play tricks on us. Do you know what I mean? We could all of a sudden start feeling like, oh my gosh. Because it's like you're kind of taking in like toxins from other people.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make them bad. But when people are not happy, not doing the right things, that's who you're dealing with all day.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have plans and you want to do things. That can play on our anxiety.
Yeah.
So it kind of is like compromising your immune system. That's all.
Yeah.
But definitely not, because I would have been able to tell you like what kind of things you could have done to clear the space.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's my opinion. That's what I saw from your father. That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to confirm you had a room shaped like that and where I can see it. Other people have different opinions. I don't deal with like really nasty
Yeah.
energies and stuff like that because I don't want to attract it.
Mm-hmm.
So if I did feel something like that, you know what I mean? I would have communicated with the 2 of them or your guardian angels of like, all right, what can she do to clear this space?
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
But I don't see anything like that. It's
Okay.
not a bad energy. It's only that first spot right when you walk in. And I wouldn't be surprised if sometimes you walked in and just kind of either looked up or
Yeah.
just been like, what is that feeling? You know, we're here in this one dimension, but there's a whole bunch of stuff happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what, because I can't even conceptualize it. But no, definitely not. But I definitely see him, like I said, with his hands on your mother's hands. I see your father is fine and your grandfather, but both of them insist that like that they're still here. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
in a positive way. If they were telling me that they're still here and they never passed, I can't talk to them
Mm-hmm.
because then they're keeping themselves
Yeah.
here. But you're really gonna like the move.
Yeah.
And your father just wants you. Don't feel like you're being too picky. Even like it's gonna sound crazy, like I said, because I saw everything. Like I saw you already either pregnant or having a child at 28. You're gonna be really surprised of just the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And he's just saying you should just even be more picky. Like when it's time to like go buy a house and stuff like
Mhm.
that. Do you not have any credit?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, because I'm like, why is she gonna have a problem with a house? And he's just saying like she needs to put a small bill in her name.
Yeah.
You need to go get like a Macy's credit card
Yeah.
when you move. Right? You
Mhm.
could do it now, but he's suggesting to do it when your energy is different.
Yeah.
Because then you're not filling out an application with self-doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You're filling it out with, I need to get a credit score so that in a couple of years, me and my husband or boyfriend
Yeah.
can go buy a house and we can pick something out nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I think you'll be very surprised with the house that it's going to be more. He's saying that in your head you're not picky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're pretty easy, like, okay, no problem, we can make it work. And he's like, that's really not good enough. He's going to put you in something that's a lot more. If you ever watch House Hunters,
Mhm.
when they're like, I want something move-in ready.
Yeah.
You know, and the husband's like, I'd like to fix it up. He's really talking about you moving in, settle down, and the house is already ready. Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't see you having to do any work. Okay?
Mhm.
Maybe outside. Maybe planting stuff. That's
Yeah.
about it. Because he's just showing you, like, in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
But not really on the inside. So, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You good?
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to ask which hotel is that